So we start with the Justice League pulling up on what is essentially the fake Justice League.
Who the fuck?
Kind of like how the Illuminati is from, the Marvel comics and the Wanda show. But unlike the Illuminati, they aren't some absolute frauds. Like, they got a couple hitters on the squad. Owlman is him. Superwoman calls out Lex for the ISO and has his lungs screaming for help. And Superman tried to save a nigga but found out himself she really does not care. And with that, all hell breaks loose. Everybody got the boxing, but Superman specifically needs his get back. He can't go outside again. He refuses. We don't need another one of these. But I kinda wanna make a video on the Man of Steel Smallville fight, because I really just like that fight scene, and I'm not gonna lie, Superman did catch hands, so it was kinda funny. And after piecing up Superwoman, Superman really got snuck by this. It's still the first minute. Hold on. Who the fuck is this nigga? He really hit Buddy with the nigga. Shut the fuck up, boy. But Superman tanks the next one, walks him down, and then proceeds to absolutely little bro him. Then he tossed him like a rag, and he thought about punching him. At this point, do you either take the punch or take the disrespect? That's a hard one, I ain't gonna lie. And what is up with Superman just standing there and watching his victim? He got snuck again, but there won't be a third. She may have gotten her get back, but that two-piece was nasty. Flash grabs up this ugly-ass Plastic Man wannabe while Wonder Woman boxes an Ombu clan member, but it did not last long at all. Put her in a pack real quick and looked at her like, I thought you were stronger. And then Cheetah, who is this? Just turned into goddamn Mufasa. I mean Scar. Yeah, Scar. And Black Lightning done chose one of the worst ISOs of all time. You chose Martian Manhunter, and he really thought this weak ass move worked. No! That don't work. Like, go ahead and sit him down. Pack it up, Goofy. Green Lantern's bum ass gets grabbed up by whoever the fuck this is. While the Flash is taking this whole situation so unseriously, he wrapped up Plastic Man, or the wannabe Plastic Man, around the whole room. Why did he do that? Why did he do that? But there's one thing he didn't take account of.
Can I please bite a chunk out of that ass? You some freaky ass nigga!
The fawn shit mind control left his ass back there stuck. And the whole time I thought Wonder Woman was fighting this like alternate Cheetah, but no, this is fucking Beast Boy. And little did I know, but she would proceed onward to get absolutely violated. Took a chapter out of Bane book. Batman PTSD would be triggered if you saw this. She's out of commission. But back to Green Lantern's old lame ass. Whoever this is summons some huge scissors, and of course Green Lantern's corny ass decides to use rock to beat scissors. This is the most Green Lantern move ever. Why is she surprised? Back her up. Get this fight off of my screen. Now back on to Barry, who is still in this mind control predicament. This motherfucker gotta be the worst mind control character I've ever seen. He broke out with no effort. Where they then make a Jedi mind trick reference, but the way she touching on him would have had me. But Wonder Woman knocks her out and then snaps Flash out of the mind control. And oh my god, I'ma stop. Superwoman gets to swinging but can't land a single hit. Smacked her with a hook so hard, got her head sliding across the ceiling. Owlman swoops in, but all he really does is just spam these like batarangs or whatever you call them, because he never really specifies what they're called. Superman just blows his ass away like a paper child. I mean, I don't really know what he was planning here. But Lex Luthor might have caught the most devious sneak yet. This person put their hand where it should not be. Oh, they not playing. But Martian Manhunter was like, nah, bitch. Quit putting your damn hands in the cookie jar. My nigga Lex couldn't let that shit go with no consequences. Blast her shit clean in. Tells the league that reinforcements are on the way and it's time to bounce. So they oblige and get to stepping. But them boys was like, you ain't going nowhere that easy. Started hawking them down with no delay. Owlman shoots these rockets that got Superman disoriented. He really had bro coming out the smoke mad as hell. Look at him. And he said, I'm not finished, got to blicking him down. And the reinforcements are finally here. But Wonder Woman has gotten tired of Owlman and this fuck ass jet, so it's time to take care of him. And you would think this red button is some kind of weapon, but no, it opens the damn glass. Buddy said, I'll handle it myself. Shoots this gun, Wonder Woman parries it, and they get to tussling. Now most people would think this is free eats for Wonder Woman. But no, Owlman said, I'm really like that. and started to overpower Wonder Woman, the motherfucker that just violated that bear. This is diabolical. Superman then proceeds to get packed up again, and Green Lantern gets this weak ass shield ran through like a wet napkin. And then for some reason, Martian Manhunter and Lex Luthor just sit there and watch the Flash fall. Y'all can fly. You know that, right? Green Lantern is getting pieced up so bad he resorted to just throwing up bullshit. Like, bro, fight back. What is this wall gonna do? He's ran through that 2 times already. But he gets humiliated and aura farmed on. This is a bad look. The Justice League is just getting packed at this point. They are playing tennis with Superman's body. But Wonder Woman decides to lock in, headbutt Aquaman in his chin, and get him up out of the fight. Tries to save himself, but it's not good enough. You're done. All he can do now is glide to the ground in shame. Flash is still falling, but is finally saved by Wonder Woman. And I thought Lex Luthor was about to put in some work about goddamn time. But no!
Man, shut up!
My bad, bro, I didn't know your ball like that. But this Aquaman jit puts in pain, got his ass in a blender. Martian Manhunter needs to save Green Lantern's trash ass, and they are still on Jujutsu Kaisen time and jumping this nigga Superman. And Wonder Woman, MVP of this damn movie, finally saves this man. And Flash accidentally finds out that the jet can go invisible, of course, which in turn obviously helps the Justice League escape the fight. Fast forward sometime later, and it's round dos. We start with someone getting snuck again. These niggas just don't learn. Got everybody looking like they in trouble. Batman tries to attack, but this Green Lantern traps them inside of this green shield bubble. Now, why did he think this would work? Do you not see who was in this bubble right now? Superman obviously breaks out and got him shook, hit him with a mean uppercut. Dodges fake Superman, and the barrier holding down the Justice League is removed. Now y'all see who Wonder Woman chose her ISO with. I'ma just let you know this is the whole reason why I made this video. And for some reason Batman and this speedster are on an island. Why? Green Lantern tries to help Batman but gets snuck by this other lantern, and then they proceed to have a mid-off. There's really no other way to explain this fight.
This nigga is trash.
And Batman is still for some reason on an island with a speedster. How is he supposed to fight this nigga in hand-to-hand combat? But we finally get one of the matchups we low-key been waiting for. Who don't like a good speedster fight? But here's one of the main ones we've been waiting for. I low-key shed a tear when this fight came on. It does not end how I wanted it to. But they take us back to the mid-off for some reason. The Green Lanterns have to be some of the corniest niggas to fight. Why did you just slap him with a tennis racket? Other Green Lantern makes 2 saws, and look at his face. You would think he's on timing, but you gotta remember this is a mid-off. He did absolutely nothing. Get this absolute goofy out of here. In actuality, the throw didn't do much, but he then proceeds to get snuck by Flash. And I don't blame the Flash here. Nigga in the way. The Flash and I forgot this nigga name, I ain't gonna lie. They having the typical speedster battle, run next to each other, throw a couple jabs, shove each other a little bit, make it look fancy. Ultraman got Superman looking like a little boy. This nigga really shot lasers and then ran away. What are you doing? Superwoman swings on Wonder Woman with this same piece of metal she been clutching for who knows how long now. And then she smacks Superman across the head with one of these earlier in the movie. Yo, what is her problem? But that don't work. Mean roundhouse into a spinning back kick. Tries to pounce, but Superwoman looking like Ryu. And rewind, I know y'all saw that flip into landing, took her aura and gained it for herself. Superwoman runs up but catches a mean slip counter into a clinch. Hits one of the meanest suplexes I've ever seen. Flips her over. Yo, she wildin'. Superwoman kicks her off, runs up, but stops for some reason. Wonder Woman's aura alone got her spooked. Jumps at her, but Wonder Woman not having it. Moving her like a dog, put her to sleep. Then drop the people's elbow on her. God damn, look at her face. Takes her back, wraps her up, and god damn. Those are 2 different goddams for 2 different reasons in the span of 5 seconds. And after all that, told her to submit. Nah, Wonder Woman is her. Deadass MVP of the movie, I don't care. The Flash and the other guy are still fighting. It was close until he goes flying into whatever these container things are and starts to throw the shrapnel at the Flash. You would think that he would just dodge it like a normal person, but he turns into a tornado, grabs all the shrapnel, and rebuilds the container. Why? I'm sorry, but that shit was goofy. But he started doing, bro, the worst way. Superman and Ultraman then proceed to have an I-beam struggle. Got him looking like how we all did as kids on the old Budokai games, permanently destroying our analogs. Ultraman wins and Superman starts to dodge the laser, but in the slowest way possible. Brother, are you even trying to dodge it? And now Ultraman got Superman looking like he packed up. He goes to finish the job, but Superman blocks his laser with his random mirror. He now goes on the offense and hits him with the classic fly into you really hard. It never fails him until the times it does, which happens pretty often. Lex is blown away by the impact and finally wakes up after Superwoman gave him CTE earlier. Tries to override their computer, but that shit don't work.
If you don't get that bullshit out of my face.
Owlman and Batman are throwing hands, but he really got Batman on the defensive. My goat going out like this. Backward somersault into a roundhouse, parried. Got Batman out here looking like he not much. Kicks him into a rail, got his back aching. Batman gets off this takedown, but then just lays there. I'ma give him the benefit of the doubt. Superwoman did crack his ribs earlier, kicks through the rail like it's butter and immediately gets on Rushdown. He then proceeds to show Batman that his whatever they are actually stronger than his batarangs. Look at how he smiled, bro. What's up with this freaky ass Justice League? They continue throwing hands, but I'm not gonna lie, it's looking very grim for my boy. He just backhand him. Oh no. He's putting the paws on this nigga, and he's so proud of himself. After beating Batman, Owlman is able to get into his machine to travel to Earth Prime to destroy all of Earth, like everywhere, in every timeline or dimension, I guess. I don't know, I don't remember. The nigga wanted to destroy every single Earth everywhere. Bro, what the fuck? And his whole team had no knowledge of this. They simply wanted to conquer it. Except for Superwoman, she knew. So he essentially backstabbed everyone and they decided to temporarily work together to get him out of Earth Prime. But the device doesn't work anymore and they need a speedster to power up the machine manually. Batman picks the other speedster because he says that he's faster, but the whole time, this is a lie. Because the person that does power on the machine will die. He powers up the machine, allowing Batman to jump through this portal and go fight Owlman. But that's the end of the team squabble. After this, Owlman just puts belt to ass on Batman for a little bit. Batman still wins. End the story.
What the fuck?
I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This video was supposed to come out around January, February. It's August. Life did life things. I didn't have a lot of time to post. But for the last few months, I've just been procrastinating, I'm not gonna lie. And I almost lost this video a few weeks ago when my PC blue screened. But we're back. I'm gonna try to post more consistently for y'all now. I have a lot more time. Yeah. Let's hope I keep that word.